square.
DeAndre, Coach Stoops is very complimentary of the defensive line today. What are you seeing those guys in front of you?
They're very active. They know the playbook and they're fast, physical, big, and they love football. You can tell they love football. They love running around. They bought into the process, and they're very young, but they're very mature, and they have good leadership in that room.
How important is it for a guy at this level to love football?
It's very important. It's easy to dealing with a lot of stuff like school, life, and college to lose the love of the game. But if you love it, I feel like you can find it again. And I think it's very important because, like I said, school is very tough and you got to do a lot as a student athlete. So I feel like it's very important to go out there because if you go to practice and you don't love the game, you're just going to just go through the motions. But if you love the game, no matter what, you're going to try to get better and try to help your teammates. So I feel like it's very important.
DeAndre, you've played with quite a few players over the years now since you've been here, and a lot of different guys in that linebacker room. How good are some of those younger linebackers that even Coach Stoops has brought up?
Very good. Trevin, DeAndre, Martez, even the outside guys, Keaton and Tyrese. It's a very good room, and I feel like me and Jaquez, this is our last year. I feel like the room is not going to take a step off. I feel like both rooms are going to take a step up. Just very good guys, very coachable, willing to learn, just always ready to play and selfless. All of them are selfless. They love playing for each other. So.
Mark talked really highly on J.J. Beaver. What do you see out of him that's kind of impressed you throughout this ball game?
He's a different guy. He's always been talented, always been smart, but he's taking a new step in a leadership role, and he's more vocal. He's playing hard, and he's healthy. So he's just been active, really active, and I see him starting to become that guy for maybe next year or any year. He's becoming a leader. He's becoming a really good player, not just a good player, but becoming a complete player.
Based on your past ball camp experience, DeAndre, do you think this defense is kind of maybe ahead of schedule? Do you feel like you all have maybe a better grasp of the scheme or playing faster than maybe in the recent years at this point?
At this point, I feel like we are in a good spot. We still got a lot of work to do, but everybody has bought in on the whole defense. We always in our playbook, we stay in meetings extra, and when we get out on the field, everybody wants to be fast and physical. We have an identity as a defense, and everybody wants to accomplish that. And it's just good to see all those pieces coming together this early in camp. And it's just a lot of guys are hungry. They're very eager.
Looking across the line at the other guys, who's giving you a headache on a pretty consistent basis?
The offensive scheme is a headache in itself. But the O-line is pretty good. We have a great stable of running backs. The receivers are great. And then you have Will. So, the whole offense, it's really good to play against and to get a lot of good quality reps against because it's just a very tough scheme. And it's good to see that scheme this early and every day.
What is your impressions of Deion Walker been? Just how does his presence deepen that front seven even more?
Deion, my guy, coming from the same high school, he's been great. He didn't come in here just thinking everything was going to be handed to him. He's been working, and he's just a big guy. You don't see too many guys that big moving like that. So if he just stay the course and just keep learning and keep improving, he's going to be really good here.
Even at media day and just the other comments people like Jaquez, there seems to be a little bit of a camaraderie about you four linebackers that are on the start. What can you speak about that togetherness and that camaraderie that you guys have together?
It's big because when I got here as a freshman, the camaraderie we were just building that, and I feel like as the years went on, as we got older, as I got older, I feel like that was important to us. So now it's just special. The new freshmen come in and we just click. So the relationship me, Jaquez, JJ, and Jordan have is special because we've been here for a minute. I know Jaquez just got here, but we feel like we can do something special. And I feel like that's important with your leaders to have that type of camaraderie, and for the young guys to see that, I feel like it just brings everybody together.
Every year, Coach Stoops talks about physicality. Where does this team stack up, and can you describe to me what is physicality in your mind?
Physicality in my mind is, you might not always want to make that bang bang play, but are you gonna do it? And like the guys that like do that, I feel like they like physical, just willing to do anything like to make the play. Like if you got a guy in front of you, like are you scared? Are you hesitant? Or are you just gonna go get it? And I feel like this team, like just like our identity in like past years, I feel like that's just who we are. So I feel like it just doesn't miss a beat, and this team is the same way.
It kind of flew under the radar a little bit with the OC leaving, that the DC did stay. Just the comfort level you guys have with Brad. How much confidence does that give, knowing you guys don't have to learn a new system, and what does he bring to you guys as confidence?
It gives us so much confidence. I've been with Coach White since I got here, so me and his relationship is very close, and we're able to talk about certain things and like adjust on the fly. You don't have to worry about like I know the playbook like the back of my hand. So it's easy. It makes life easier. Like Coach White makes life easy for us.
And you talked about knowing the playbook. Is there anybody, maybe a newcomer or a guy that just transferred in, that seems like they're a student of the game, really just studies that playbook more than the usual player?
It's funny, Tyrese. I like Tyrese. He's always in the film room. He's always in his playbook. You see him we be in the locker room like right before practice. He's just shuffling through the playbook. I'm like, it's all right, Tyrese, calm down. You got it. You know the plays. Let's just go out there and play. But he's always in his book.
DeAndre, you sort of started kind of the Detroit pipeline. There may be 4 or 5 guys from Detroit starting for Kentucky. How do you feel about that?
It's pretty good. Detroit it's a good place. They have a lot of wonderful athletes, and it's good to see like guys like starting to branch out and go different places and try out new things. I feel like that's important for like younger guys, younger athletes in Detroit to see that it's just not you can get out, you can be something. So I love it.
Kind of piggybacked off that a little bit. When you were making that decision, first, did you have anybody like in your ear saying, why are you thinking about them? Why are you going there? They're not.
I had some people that really didn't know about the SEC because Detroit, that's Big Ten and everything. So me making that move, everybody was just curious as to why. But throughout the years, I go back home and everybody loved Kentucky from Detroit. Like I guess Detroit is a fan of Kentucky now. Not that so many people, athletes, are coming here, but I feel like they have a better understanding of who Kentucky is now.
There have been a lot of transfers in the defensive back room. How are you feeling with their progression as of right now?
Pretty good. Defensive back room is a pretty good room, and all the guys that transfer and the young guys feel like they're coming along pretty well. They know the system. Like I said, everybody has bought in, so they're pretty good.
Well, I said your influence is dope. How much has Coach Edmond and all of them worked for you all to keep you where you are right now? I mean, talk about that group.
I feel like the strength coaches don't get enough love. They always they like to be behind the scenes. They don't like to get no shout outs. But Coach Ed and Coach Hill, they put a lot of time in with us. Like that's probably the coaches that we spend the most time with. And they work hard. I mean, like coming in here as a freshman, like if you don't get better or you don't get like what you want out of it, it's your fault. It's not theirs. It's on you. And they just been so important to like my growth, and I know a lot of other people's growth also.
Are you a basketball fan at all? Have you watched any of the team's games down in the Bahamas?
Oh yeah, I did. I turned it on. I am a basketball fan. I go to the games. I buy my own tickets. I enjoy watching college basketball and Kentucky basketball.
It's Eli, but what were your initial thoughts with the whole basketball school thing, and how did you kind of just dismiss it?
I didn't really think about it. I just practiced, and then I was ready to watch the film, and then I went home. I didn't really think about it.
All right, thanks guys.